Shalom from Susia, everybody. We're really happy to prepare ourselves for Pesach. We have a special mitzvah. The main issue in Pesach is, as the Torah says, "V'higata lebincha bayom hahu." You should tell your son and answer him the questions. He will ask you, "Father, why we suffer so much as Jews? Why we have to do so many things as Jews?" And in Pesach, you have the opportunity to sit with all your family and to explain him and give him the experience of what does it mean going out of Egypt. As the Haggadah says, everyone has to show himself as he himself went out of Egypt. He has to tell the story, like Moshe Rabbeinu said, all the miracles we had in Egypt is to build a story that everyone can keep this story again and again every year and pass it to the next generation. And while you tell the story, it's not only saying the words and tell what's written in the Haggadah, it's giving the impression in the heart of the kids that they will feel as if they are going now out of Egypt. So we'll go through the three things that it is the minimum that everyone has to say in Pesach, and this is the main three things that we have to focus our mind. Rabban Gamliel, from the times of the Mishnah, he teaches us that one who didn't say these three words, he didn't do the Seder. And it is to speak about three things: Pesach, Matzah, and the Maror. Pesach. Why we do Pesach? Pesach in Hebrew means skip. So the Korban, the offer, his name is Pesach, like the name of the festival, Pesach. Means that in Egypt, Hashem sent the angel of death to hit the firstborn of the Egyptians. And he told the children of Israel, you will do the offer. You will do the first Lela Seder, and you put the blood in the frame of the door, and then when the angel of death comes, he will skip Pesach. He will skip on your house, and he will hit only the Egyptians. And when you sacrifice this lamb, actually you sacrifice the gods of the Egyptians, and you open yourself a new life. Now you are my son. Their son will be died, and you will be my firstborn. So every time you eat the Pesach, you should say, Hashem skipped on us, and he also elevate us to be his own firstborn as a nation. So actually we were born in this night of Leila Seder. This is the Pesach. Today we don't have the Pesach, so we just put a sign to remember the Pesach. We put on the table a small arm of a chicken to remember and to pray that one day we will have the soon opportunity to bring again the lamb as an offer of Pesach. This is the Pesach. The second thing is the matzah. We eat the matzah and we say this is the bread of faith. Lechem ha'emunah. Why we eat the matzah? Because we didn't have time. Everything happens so fast. So there is no time for letting the dough to be like bread. It has to be very simple bread like dosa, but with wheat. And it has to remember us that when Hashem took us, it happened so fast. When Hashem wants to bring the redemption, things can happen like that. So every time we pray for our own exodus, for our own salvation, we know that like in Egypt, things can happen bechipazon, fast, not like the nature rules that everything takes a lot of time. This is the matzah, the bread of faith. And the third thing is very important. This is the maror, the bitter. We eat the chasa and anything else which is bitter, to remember that life is not only sweet. And we are going through bad times, and we understand that through these bad times, Hashem wants to bring us, to take us through this period of time which is bitter, as it was told to Avraham Avinu years before. Your children will suffer in Egypt, and only then I will take them out of Egypt in a lot of more than money, in a lot of good things that they built in their heart. But to build them as my slaves, Hashem says, they have to be first slaves of Paro. So we understand that even though there are sometimes period of time in the history of the Jewish people and in everyone's life which is bitter and he suffers, he has to remember this is part of the redemption, the Maro. Therefore, when we eat the Pesach, we eat it all together. We put the matzah, the maror, and the Pesach. Today we eat just another matzah because we don't eat the Pesach today. But when we shall eat the Pesach, we'll eat it all together to say this is how the redemption should be. Fast, matzah, chipazon, bitter, maror, and skipping Pesach. Hashem skip above everything and brings us to be close to Him. So I want to bless you to have a nice Leila Seder. I'm sorry I'm not with you, but we all over the world, you will be part of the Jewish Leila Seder that will pray to have our own Exodus, and to in our generation to see how we can slaughter the Pesach and skip above everything and be sons of Kadosh Baruch Hu. Chag Sameach.